Frankie and I have talked on other occasions through Zoom, but if you don't know Frankie, you should. He's really one of the most extraordinary young advisors in America. He has led the ACP, which took over from the old Cambridge Advisor Network, and it's just one of the phenomenal fee-only organizations in America. I think America is the only place that really has great fee-only organizations, and Frankie's been the head of one of them. And he's been an early adopter of the Golden Civilization conversations, had early experiences with it, has read the book. I'm very curious what his thoughts are. And together we have a great announcement we're about to make, and I think I'm gonna toss the ball over to him and let him start it off.
George, wow. I mean, gracious introduction. Thank you. Those are kind words. Yeah, I mean, I'm really excited to announce here, and we just recently announced this at our annual conference for the Alliance of Comprehensive Planners, is that our next year, our ACP's conference, we're going to be doing our first ever global co-conference with the Kinder Institute, which I know that everyone, a lot of people within ACP are very excited about. It was something that I wanted to see happen because I recognized the tremendous overlap between our two organizations. Obviously, being, I've been in ACP for a long time, and I've, since I've gotten to know George, you, and the groups of people that you're teaching, the life planning community, there's just a tremendous amount that we can learn from each other. And so we had talked about this we've been kicking around this idea. It's great how it sort of formed so organically.
Sure.
And I'm really excited to see it to come to fruition. I think that, there's going to be so much that the people who are attending can get out of it. I think it's going to be sort of comprehensive and whole experience that's different from most conferences, people have been going to in the past, financial planners and life planners. So yeah, it's going to be October 27th, right? October 27th to the 30th.
Yep.
You're just saying earlier that we have, we're excited to start to put together what this program is going to look like. So I'm incredibly excited, and it was nice to see there was some excitement within ACP. It got a round of applause when we announced it. Woo! And so it's, I think it's going to be awesome. I'm really looking forward to it.
Yeah, fantastic. Well, I've had the opportunity to announce it some over here in London, and everybody's curious. They're really interested. One of the things that I think is going to be really interesting, I mean, we've got life planners in 30 countries on all 6 continents. And what's going to be interesting is to see, not a lot of them know what fee only really is. So I think one of the things they're going to be curious about is, what does that mean? And in America, one of the marks of really great fiduciary care for clients for the last 35 years or so has been, do you belong to one of the great fee-only organizations in America? And ACP is one of them. And a real leader among them. So I'm very curious to see how, they're going to be coming largely, I think, to see the life planning piece, because we haven't had a global conference in a number of years. But it's going to be really wonderful to introduce them to the way you guys do work, the integrity that you have behind your systems.
Yeah, I mean, it's such I love the way you put that. And one thing that struck me as you're describing it was that there's a really common shared value between our two organizations, and that's authenticity. And so I think, both of our communities seek to have an authentic relationship with their clients. And ACP, you're right. I mean, there's a true authenticity to the compensation model, to the commitment to fiduciary. It's almost like we pride ourselves as knowing how kind of the rest of the world sort of works, and we're committed to the values of doing, right by the client and service to the client towards their goals.